the Ambazonian liberation struggle. The liberation caught up in a quagmire. Different groups with their different leaders, some calling themselves presidents, and so on. We can never have such a thing called president in a liberation struggle where La Republic is getting help everywhere from their partners around the world, and we're not able to secure a country that can even recognize us, even a host country. We haven't. That is why you see Ambazonians, they're scattered everywhere. We still have to go back and beg for passport from our occupier. And through all of those things, most of our people, they somehow see with La Republic. Whether you need to provide food to our refugees, to help the IDPs, to take care of the prisoners, to do diplomacy, to arm the freedom fighters properly, whichever one that we want to do, all these things need money. Father of the nation, I have said many times, without money, you cannot drive a fly. Without money, you cannot properly take care of your refugees. You cannot take care of the IDPs. You cannot protect them in the hands of La Republic terrorist thugs. You cannot protect them from the genocide French Cameroon is carrying on our territory, because we cannot provide enough resources for those fighting, those putting their lives to die so that they free the homeland. For those who are still living, especially those in the diaspora who are causing confusion and dirtying the water in the struggle. But unfortunately, these people who are suffering on the ground, propaganda is even made against them by the same occupier, trying to set confusion, to cause hate between the civilian population of Ambazonia and their own liberators. And La Republic will continue to do that as long as we keep going back and forth. We keep going in a circle. This is one reason why sometimes I look back to my brother Sisiko Ayuktabe with some soft heartedness, some admiration. He was a soft-spoken person which fell into propaganda because of the tribalism and hate and jealousy and all of that. We went to Nigeria for the fourth conclave. He was not going to form a government, but because people among ourselves, as usual, we know this. You went and put him, say, president. You went and formed something called government. And we were not able to make sure he was properly protected. When Sisiko was leaving America, going back to Nigeria, the people who were surrounding him, the immediate people, the so-called advisors. Sisiko, at that time, Sisiko did not know me. Somehow I was able to connect with him. And if he is in jail and is listening to this audio message, my brother Sisiko Ayuktabe, this is Father of the Nation. At that time, I was the spokesperson of the APLM. And I spoke with you. At that time, my struggle name, it was not Father of the Nation, it was Comrade Bobby. I called you. There was also a time you called me. We spoke. I advise you, be careful with your movement. Be careful with your movement. Because if you are caught up, this struggle will be pulled back. Make peace with your other brothers who are also leaders. We are leaders. There is no precedent. If you also look at the video, Sisikwa Yuktabe was inside in Nigeria, running along the road, coming down. I don't know whether it was in Lagos, it was in Abuja, it was whichever city, I can't remember. But one thing that struck me there, where he said, I am the president of Ambazonia. When Ambazonia is free, he's going to invite, he was talking to the interviewer, or to people inside the video. I don't know who he was talking with. And he said, if the bad come to the worst, the military option is not optional. It's on the table. And I strongly believe that was when La Republic, it was that video that caused La Republic to arrest him. And they used people among us. Only people among us within the struggle. Sisikwa Yuktabe was a different person. He was very special kind of. He had that charisma. You could see him going around the world. I think he even met with some important personalities in America. I don't know whether it was Speaker of the House of Assembly in America, something. He went around the world, many places. Wherever he went, you saw red carpet rolling. You saw him being welcomed by everyone. But you see this nonchalant who are here in the struggle, embezzling money. Did Sisikwa embezzle money? Or was he putting his money inside there? The same like Ayaba is putting his own money in the struggle. Some of us, how we're putting our own. We struggle with the freedom, some of the fighters that we had, struggling to even bring them together with the other leaders in the struggle. See how it ended. See how so many of them, they went astray. Some being brought over here and there to go and join this group, join that group. Come on down, we go grand. This is how we have scattered the struggle. Unlike when we started in 2016, 2017, to win a war, you need the people. We say to free the people does not need everybody. It's true, but you need money. How do you get the money? To free the people. Cough the money out. Let's see. Do it now. Do it. My fellow Ambazonians, we need each other. I have several times called for us to reason. Let us put our country first. Let us put the flag of Ambazonia first. Let us put the suffering of our people, especially the refugees. You see the ones in Nigeria. The ones here in Nigeria. The ones in Ghana. But most especially, the ones here in Nigeria. Well, you can continue to, as they say in French, gonfler. Continue to gonfle your backs. Continue to, with your pride, with your arrogance, with your embezzlement, with your tribalism, with your hate. You have seen all what the Republic is doing, taking advantage of all this to commit genocide everywhere. And they will do it again. I want to say it to our people and remind you on the ground. Please, when you sleep, my forefathers, my grandfather used to say, when a man is sleeping, he sleeps with one eye closed and with the other one open. You should know what that means. Don't sleep like a fool during a war, especially a war period. The Republic will commit genocide again. They will do it again. And somehow, you see that the DDR center boys, these children that we caused them in the struggle We've killed all our freedom fighters, causing them to fight among themselves, seizing weapons, disarming. This is the result of what we're getting today. Who caused it? Us. Why? Power mongering, tribalism, jealousy, power and money, power and control. Everything jump inside. Friendship, patriotism, all of that in a liberation struggle. How are all this going to help us? We talked, we cried, you kept killing our best of the best. Best of the courageous fighters, generals, commanders, killed by us. What am I trying to say? My fellow Ambazonians, we need to recruit more freedom fighters. We need to equip even those that are there available. We need to put order on the ground. We are not careful. That is how this will go. Because when you let me put example again, the video that came out in Kumba, the video that has come even came out in Ngokatunja. Remember, there's a video in which one boy is sitting on the stone and confessing that he was the one who was calling the military whenever Pa, as he called it, Pa No Pity, and his fighters were going, he will inform the Republic. They will come and attack them on the road and they kill some. The Republic does not know our roots. How come when our boys are passing, how come they come and attack them and kill them? We are the ones to ambush the Republic in our own bushes. Yet, it's the opposite that is happening. Then you know something's wrong. In Kumba, I think that was last month. In October, last month in October, this same thing happened in Kumba. And I want to send this message to all of them there. Find out the people who are working with the Republic there. They are the ones, those who, they surely somebody or some people call La Republic to come and wait for them. I think they killed 3 or 4 of them on the road. The motorcycle lying on the ground. They were saying that this Walale Zamba, only ambuskade. That means they have come and ambushed them. La Republic soldiers from La Republic ambushing us in our own territory, in our own bushes. Man, Ambazonians, we are not serious people. How long shall we talk to us? You see what is happening between Hamas and the Palestinians on one side, America on the other side. It's about friendship. Who amongst them love us? None. When you see the way white people are treating black people, when you see the way Netanyahu, that Jewish president, that guy, that Israeli president, the way they treat black people. If you go into Muslim countries, you see the way they also treat black people. But somehow we are caught up in the ocean. We need help. We don't know from where, who is going to speak up for us. We have tried to galvanize, calling some countries, those even in Africa, recognize us as a country. Well, you know our history. What about those countries that voted for our independence in 1961? What about those countries? What about diplomacy? Targeting even those countries. But how do we do it? You need money. Do we have that kind of money? Group. Leaders. Surrogate. That's how our people down there have become like put in a slaughterhouse. If you have money, you run. Escape to another bordering country. You don't have money, you die. Those in the diaspora, they're there. We give it order. Do this, oh, that, go do that, oh, go do that. They're paying the price. How many times has Father of the Nation called us? Right, is it today? Long time ago. Without collaboration, we cannot do anything. Even collaboration among the freedom fighters, you refuse. You keep causing them. Infighting, this, kill this, go and attack this. Ambazonia, let us be honest with ourselves. How could we have won before now? How could we have had our independence before? Or why would we not have had our independence before now? If the momentum, the collaboration, the degree of understanding among the freedom fighters and our ground zero population was as it was before. But of course, we, you go to this community, oh, don't accept fighters from this place to come here. You go here, oh, don't accept fighters from where. Kill them, grind them. This is the result we have. You talk, they don't hear. You kill freedom fighter, father of the nation. I cry. People mock at me. How can a whole father of the nation cry? You don't cry for your people. Who do you cry for? Shame. Form a revolutionary council. No. Every group. Which group is getting more money? Enough to recruit. It's a liberation tax. Nobody wants to give against him. They have been doing drafting for years. You cannot get enough, that kind of amount of money to free the homeland single-handedly. No group can do it. I say the truth, Ambazonians, sit down in one corner and just reflect over. Where have we kept our own reasoning faculties? Is it too late for us to get together? When you speak the truth, when you bring in suggestions, you bring in strategies, people, they just pick up and they want to plagiarize it in their own way. You see the way Africa is? The people that should be in the position where they can govern you well, where they can bring good laws in place for you, you ignore them, you abandon them, you sabotage them, you blackmail them like you are doing against some of us, father of the nation. But what is the result? Who is suffering? Who is feeling the pain? Who is feeling the pinch? It's us. Up to us. You like you hear. You like we don't hear. Is it too late for us to come together and re-strategize? Is it too late? What about even collaboration among freedom fighters? Who are those blackmailing the freedom fighters on the ground? Is it not us? Who are those sabotaging any form of collaboration? Is it not us? What do we want? It's a shame, really. It's very painful. Being a black man itself is very painful. It's very, I don't know how to say it, but to tell us, if we continue this way, my fellow Ambazonians, we have a very long way to go. Maybe by the time we'll get to wherever we want to get, all our population is finished. We might not even get there. We need friends. We need some countries. We need a host country. We even need some countries to recognize us. How do we do that? Without any form of collaboration, without any way, traitors, only traitors, blacklegs. Let us form a liberation council. To form a liberation council, we must set some rules, guiding rules, because we have terrorists. We have even terrorists among us. Terrorists in the sense that they want all others to die so that they will live, get their independence or live alone. You have traitors. You have those who are calling for, is it a two-state federation or whatever. For us to get together, even if we have to have a rotatory kind of leadership within the Liberation Council, we must take an oath. There must be guiding principles for every fighting group on the ground, every group in the diaspora calling themselves governments and so on. Otherwise, Ambazonia, we have a very long way to go. Sunday, November the 12th, Father of the Nation. Over. Listen to it and keep it for the archives for the future generations of Ambazonia.